Right. Um, this is week 2 of weekly podcasts, and I know last week I said it would be on Mondays, but it's Tuesday. I got busy yesterday, so shit happens sometimes. But I'm here. There's some sort of consistency to this, I promise. But this is the video. This is my waffle podcast of the week. I'm gonna start off by flexing off my King Lizard. Managed to get him up to epic plus 5 stars, which I'm heavily chuffed about. Normally, this is what I aim for, so it means I can save £20 not buying the hero pass. But a part of me is still tempted to. But we're gonna have to wait and see for that. But this is the weekly podcast. I'm gonna do the weekly thing. Also to note, I'm in the top 5%. Top 200 players. This is why you should subscribe and comment down below what percent you're in, because this is just a massive flex. It makes me feel very happy. But yes, lots of stuff has happened. I'm gonna try just King Lizard just to start off with. I'll change to my main team when we start failing a little bit. But I have a list of stuff as I did last week that I'm gonna just go through and absolutely waffle about. So the top of the list is my first thoughts on King Lizard, and he's pretty good. I quite like him. A new kind of variation in the criminals that's like an actual kind of a team sort of thing. So it's the first of the Lizard League, the first of many, hopefully. But only time will tell on that, because there's many more characters that can come, both rare and common. It would be very cool to see some common Lizard League grunt people, just to spice up the game a little bit. But yeah, first of the King Lizard League, we're gonna have to wait until there's more, because I feel like there's gonna be some banger synergy that's gonna bring them all together. But we have to wait for that. At least another 4 weeks to see what the next one is. But yeah, as you saw, I got him up to epic plus 5 stars, which is my goal I'd like to get to. But yeah, I got there, I guess. This was also the first event I managed to get to rank 10 in the shop, which felt pretty good. I managed to buy every gem bundle that had the op tickets in. So I managed to run all of the ops you could free to play, technically, in a sense. Got to rank 10. Got plenty of King Lizard. And other stuff in the account that really changed quite a lot was I managed to get my Angstrom Levi to Omnipotent Plus, where he's going to sit there for the end of time unless they introduce some sort of buffs into the game. I also got my Powerplex, or at least in my notes I got PP to Seismic, which is huge. But no, Powerplex I've taken up to Seismic. Powerplex is going to be my next criminal I'll be taking up to Omnipotent, because I just enjoy him. The Maulers I'm not too fussed about. And what other criminals are there? The rest of them are rare, I feel, if I remember correctly. But yeah, King Lizard's going to stay at Epic Plus for now, until he maybe is more widely available, and we wait until the rest of the team see how they work together. But yes, at the moment Powerplex is going to be my next criminal to go up to Omnipotent Plus when I'm able to. Other stuff that's happened in the account over the past week, I've kind of sat down and analysed. I've kind of fucked off my alliance a little bit. It's not like I can't be bothered. It's more I want to focus on rounding out my account to have all the characters to a nicely leveled up place. So my main 5 characters are getting rejected just a little bit, which is slowing down my alliance, but I'm sure they'll understand for the purposes of content. But I've also recently taken Immortal up to Legendary. He's going to be my next GDA character to go up to Omnipotent. What else is there in the ranks? Earth Defenders. I'm working on Red Rush. He's also sitting in Legendary at the moment with a couple of stars, I believe. Criminals, I'm currently working on Powerplex when I'm able to. And from Worlds Beyond, my primary focus is... Oh, my cat is causing havoc on my desk. My primary focus from Worlds Beyond is Fula, which once I've got Fula up, will transition to Nissa. But because they're not available, I'm actually also building Russ Livingston at the same time. So that they're my next kind of targets at the moment. I do have another account which I'm slowly, it's very, very slow because I don't touch the account very often, but I'm trying to get everyone up to just Epic Plus and leave them there. So we have like a kind of equal ground of testing when it comes to nightmares every week. But that is a project that is in progress that I'm going to have to keep slowly going on with. Is this the first one we're not going to get 2 stars on, I wonder? He's going very slow, yeah. Yeah, so I'm just going to switch over to the main team and start blitzing through. Play again. Autofill. And there we go, nice. So hopefully this will chug away very nicely. But yeah, that's the general account kind of update. Hopefully I should be able to, I want to say a piece of this every week of what I've done with my account to see how it changes over time, assuming I keep up with this. But yeah, that's that. Waffling, struggling at the moment. Let's just press next. Next character guess is what I've got next. And I've put down Donald. I reckon Donald is the next character to be added. I went through and did some maths. So in all the factions, this is including rare characters, we have 13 Earth Defenders, 12 Criminals, 10 from Worlds Beyond, and 10 GDA characters. I don't think the next one will be a Criminal, because back-to-back will kind of really inflate the Criminal faction, which hopefully Ubisoft don't do. It'd be nice to round them all out. Earth Defenders, we already have a ridiculous amount of, so maybe hold fire on them a little bit. From Worlds Beyond, the last one we had was Conquest, which was 2-3 characters ago. But the last GDA character we had, actually, it was Shapesmith, which I've forgotten. Was Shapesmith after or before Conquest? No, it was after Conquest. Huh. That's really thrown me in a mental spot. My research was not good enough. I really thought the last GDA was Cecil. So, now this is live while recording. Trying to guess what the next character would be. Okay, so that means from Worlds Beyond would be the character we haven't had. Saiyans Dog. There we go. That's my guess. The next character will be Saiyans Dog. And it's rumoured, it's been thrown around in like all the social media places that he will be that linked character to the comic book pages on the GDA page, comics. I've forgotten what they're called, but I feel like you know what I am. The one that gives you comic books as a resource. I feel like Saiyans Dog will be the next one involved with that, but hopefully we'll see if he gets a full character release like everyone else, and we'll see if we have to wait on those. Yes. So yeah, that's really thrown me out. So yeah, Saints Dog, and then the next one will be a GDA, which will be Donald. There we go. That's my hat in the ring. When will we see it? I'm guessing at the moment it would be mid-July, if King Lizard has just come out. And then I've also got next event guess. Going based on what I remember, the past few events, after a character is released, they have a faction event of that same faction. So which means next weekend, or this weekend I suppose at the time I'm recording, I believe it's going to be a criminal based event, which I will be dead happy for because it means more powerplexes to get. There's also the possibility, I feel like we haven't had a mystery shop in a while. So I've got a little bit of money on mystery shop, but I think it's going to be a criminal faction based event. And then going on to my next bit, I'm going to call this the philanthropic if I pronounce that correctly, section is going based on the reactions of last week's video. I spoke about myself first, and the watch time on that video was very short, and lots of people unsubscribed, and then clearly they wasn't interested in that video. But I'm kind of guessing maybe it's because I spoke about myself first rather than jumping into Invincible based stuff straight away. So this week, and if this video does any better, for the next few times I do these kind of videos, it is going to be about the game and my account first, and then about me next, because I feel like it's worthwhile updating you guys on me at the same time. So I've got streaming plans. So obviously this channel will always be an Invincible Garden the Globe channel, or depending on how well or how good I am at Invincible Versus when that drops, it'll just maybe just generally be an Invincible gaming channel. And then come season 4, we'll see what happens if I start doing, episode reviews and that kind of stuff. But that's a year down the line. But at the moment, this channel will stay Invincible Garden the Globe. But I did make a Twitch channel recently, which I may play around with for the purpose of, because I'm not playing Invincible every day 24/7. I do play other games at the moment. I'm playing a bit of GTA. I feel like there's a whole list of games I'm playing at the moment, but I've really blanked out. The only thing I can think of at the moment is GTA. But I'm playing a lot of games, and it'd be cool if while I'm playing them, I can also make content at the same time. So, when I'm ready and able to, I'm going to end up streaming some content on Twitch, and that's going to be a variety of stuff. When, I don't know when, but I'm sure when I'm ready, I'll plaster it all over this YouTube place, saying that I'm here on Twitch. But look forward to that. That's only if you actually enjoy me for me rather than my Invincible content. You don't have to follow me over to Twitch. But YouTube streaming will always be Invincible Garden the Globe. Maybe I'll do multi-platform streaming. I've not decided just yet. But that's that. And then just general content kind of stuff on here. I intend to keep up with these weekly podcasts, I'm going to call them. And I'm actually going to do a video. It's just I put too much planning and preparation into it that it's difficult to. But I'm hoping a few of my plans can finally get out of my brain and onto a notepad.exe document and actually start coming to fruition. And I realise now, because I used King Lizard at the start, I'm quite back on time and on these Cecil Nightmares. So this is where I now have the issue of, do I continue waffling or do I just cut it early? And there's the awkward silence. I don't get ad revenue anyway. There's no ad on this channel as far as I'm aware. So I've hit that 8-minute mark, but I'm not going to get anything. So I suppose I don't necessarily need to waffle a lot. But I don't know what you guys enjoy. Maybe this part of the video, just absolute waffle, will be about you guys. There's a lot of frequent people in the comments and in the streams, and I just want to thank you very much. I'd love to start naming names, but then I don't want to accidentally forget someone and there be kind of a stigma that I've forgotten you. I swear I'll remember all of you when I see your names in the chat and the comment section. I just can't list you off right now, but you know who you are, the people who watch. But yeah, a big thank you very much to you, and being those people that do watch me. What else do you watch Invincible Garden the content wise? Because there's quite a few other creators. There's Avatar Shoved, there's Omnivincible. God, there's so many creators, and this is where I have to pull up a Discord to actually have a look, see who posted there. Substrico, I feel like is one name I'm remembering. I'm so sorry, fella, if you're watching this and I've just butchered your name. Community content, there we go. So yes, Subscro. He's also I've been watching a few videos here and there of Subscro. I'm enjoying him quite a lot. We've got Carabix's Pinky, who I haven't watched the videos, but I know they're phenomenal at their infographics creation. I've used all of them myself. Who else is regular? Community content. There's a few others. But yeah. Who else do you watch? I just went on a crazy tangent there. Who else do you watch that isn't me? Because it'd be interesting to hear or see what content you kind of relate to and see if maybe I can change what I do a little bit, I guess. This Thursday live stream. I say this all the time, but you never know, it might change on the day. But at the moment, it's looking good. It's a thumbs up for live stream. It might be I start early and finish early, or go on to a normal finish time, depending on the vibes of the stream. It's very hot here in the UK. I did have a fan pointed at me, but the microphone was picking up a bit too much. There's too much background noise, so I have turned it away. Right now I'm sweating so much, so a part of me wants to stop waffling, but I want to try and drag it out if I can to hit the end of these nightmares. But I've just hit my microphone with my headphones. That's not good. Hopefully that didn't catch anything. But yeah, it's extremely hot here. So you know that only means pub weather, which means I'm gonna get hungover, which means less likely to do stuff on the weekends. But still, hopefully, I'm always hopeful that I have a good, perfect weekend, which means I can live stream any kind of event that comes out. Just waiting for that magic free time. What else can I waffle about? I really don't know. This is the point. I'm going off script. 17-minute video already as it is, and I've kind of gone through all my topics, which leads me to maybe I talk about what I know I can improve on. Is sticking to a schedule, first of all, and my note taking. My notes really is quite short, which I've gone through very quickly. But I also don't know if it's because I've been talking too fast. But I'll leave it to you guys to decide. But maybe I just need to do a bit more research on things that have gone on this week. I know Magical, you put something in the Discord, and I cannot remember what it was. But I don't know if it's video worthy here. But maybe Magical, if you're watching, you should do that on your own channel. You haven't uploaded in a while, I see. So maybe do that. Anything else Invincible related I could waffle about? This is really terrible content creation. I'm really sorry if you've got this far into the video and you've been so excited, and then you just get hit with this absolute bullshittery of a video. But you know, I'm trying my best. I feel like also if I do just dump this on the YouTube, it's gonna loosen my OCD a little bit, so I can let myself be a bit more free with making videos that I can just dump and actually give you guys something, which is a whole philanthropic way of thinking. Really don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah. I've blanked out. Other Invincible stuff I can maybe talk about is the Battle Beast comic. I haven't read it yet. I intend to purchase it very soon, but let me know in the comments, because engagement increases how much a video gets pushed out to everyone. Let me know in the comments if you have read the Battle Beast comic and if you recommend it. I'm pretty sure it's out now, or it's been out for a while. Maybe I should do my research, but if it is out and you have read it, let me know how it is, obviously without spoilers. If it's not out, say, Francis, you're a big fucking mug. Don't do that. that hurt my feelings. Yeah, Invincible stuff. Last stage, then we can finally press stop recording and you can go do something else with your day, unless you've really have spent the entire time here. But I heavily doubt anyone's going to make it this far into the video, because retention time is always terrible on videos. I am currently rereading the comics, which got me into wanting to get the Battle Beast comic. I'm currently, I've got all of the Ultimate Collection ones, the one where there's 12 of them, and they're all hard case books. I've got all 12. I'm currently in the middle of one, because I only actually started a couple days ago, and I'm doing a few pages tonight before I go to sleep. But, you know, it's really cool to see, because when I first read them, it was after Season 2. So it's cool to re-gauge and see how different the TV show has changed. But there we go. We're at the end of it. We've scored 1,591. So we're in the top 5%. I don't know where I was last week. I can't remember where I finished last week as well. But that's this week's. I'm finally going to stop waffling. But that's it. Comment everything that I've told you to comment to. Hit that subscribe and hit that like, and let me know what I should talk about next week. Apologies for the shit video. I'm